It looked great across the board. I think it's just high expectations going in. They beat the top line, but the magnitude of the beat, I think, was relatively higher in terms of buy-side expectations. But if you look across Azure, their Office suite, you look at the infrastructure, you look at cash flow, all the metrics were right across the board really good. And all we can go back to really is just the magnitude of the beat. That's really the only thing that's weighing on the story. As I look at all the metrics, I mean, they had 38% commercial bookings growth. That's the highest metric we've seen in a long time. Now, granted, you had a very easy comp from last year from the pandemic, but I mean, that's the highest number in the model for quite some time on a bookings number coming off an easier comp. But I just go back to the only thing we could detect of all the metrics we went through was just really the magnitude of the top line beat. That was it.
And Brent, for those who were worried about the pace of cloud adoption and work from home falling off after the pandemic, Satya Nadella says it in a statement right at the top. Over a year into the pandemic, digital adoption curves aren't slowing down. They're accelerating. So how does this shape the forecast?
High recurring revenue, big commitments, multi-year commitments. Amazon AWS is the number one cloud provider, 60% share to 30% for Microsoft, 10% for Google when you compare the top three. So AWS is way out in front, but it's great for Microsoft. There's a multi-cloud environment adoption. We continue to believe Azure combined with Office 365, Teams, the rest of the Power Suite. It's a really tough lineup, and you've got one of the best management teams in tech running the ship. I'm not worried as a passenger on this plane. We got a good flight ahead. I think ultimately, the stock's up 18% year to date. You had a big move, big expectations going in. So this seems more a mismatch on expectations relative to fundamentals. Fundamentals are alive. I mean, the cash flow, they wallet, Azure, all the metrics are really clean other than the top line magnitude of the beat.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.